Hey, what's up, guys? Back again with another vlog. It is 12:33 in the morning right now. I have to keep talking about the book. I'm sorry, guys. I just read for an hour, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This book is so good, guys. It is so good. I want to read more, but I have to stop myself because it's getting late, and I said that I would read to the next chapter, and literally I'm on part 2. I'm on part 2, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This book is crazy. This book is so good. I could not stop reading it. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, anyways, today was today was a good day. Like, first of all, my mom made pizza for breakfast. Thank you, mom. And then I brought some pizza with me for lunch to work. Thank you, mom. Um, I then had a pretty chill shift today at work. I got an extra half hour for my shift because we were understaffed, so I needed to come in early and stay in a bit later, just like 30 minutes, you know. So not nothing too crazy. I was on register, so I was talking a lot. My throat was dry. Um but it was chill. Like, it was pretty busy for a Friday, but it wasn't like that bad. Um then I got home, watched some YouTube, played some Overwatch. Did I play Overwatch today? I I I don't think I did actually. No, I don't remember. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Um, so then I read just now, and then I wrote. Well, when I say write, like I mentioned in the previous vlog, it was more planning and stuff. Not really much writing going on. More so just like thinking, I guess. But it was for an hour, so I'd say that still counts. But the reading, oh my gosh, I love this book. It's crazy, it like what's happening, but it's good. I'm on page 86 in 2 days, so I'd say that's pretty darn good. No, um, oh my goodness, amazing. One second. Sorry. So as I was saying, this book is so gosh darn good, and it's not the most like realistic because I'm like, okay, why is she in this cabin for 10 years with this guy she doesn't even really like and is abusive, who we now know is he's pretty darn weird. He's pretty darn weird. It's getting crazy, and I just got to part 2, and it's like a massive cliffhanger. I'm like, ugh, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to keep reading, but I have to stop myself. And he's been physically abusive at this point in the book. And I'm just like, girl, get out. She's pregnant, and I'm like, girl, get out. He doesn't want to give you a doctor. Like, he expects you to give birth in this cabin, no help, no doctor, no nothing, no like painkillers or anything, just like raw dogging a birth in a cabin. And I'm just like, girl, like, you need to call the police. I know she doesn't have a phone. You need to get some help, man. I know you're stranded in this cabin, but you need to get the fuck out of there. You have better chances out there in the wilderness than with this freaking weirdo of a guy who, like, he switches between happy and angry like that. Like, it's crazy. Like, one moment he's like happy, smiling, and then the next moment, the second she says something even slightly that he doesn't like, he goes like instant anger mode, like, and he's like he turns on his like not so nice persona, and then it goes bad, like like his mood is just like over in an instant the second she does something not too great. And it's just like, she mentions she has a plan, and at this point in the book, like it was talking about it for a while, and I was like, what is this plan she's talking about? Like she's intentionally pissing him off, and I'm like, why though? Why is she intentionally not doing her chores? Why is she intentionally like being a bad wife and like doing like basically she was like intentionally trying to like piss him off basically by not like doing her chores and not being perfect, which I mean fair. Like the expectations she had were ridiculous. So like I don't blame her at all. But like I wasn't really understanding where her plan was going until the very last page before part two happened. And I'm just like, oh, what the heck? What? Like out of nowhere too. And I'm just like, I mean, I guess it was hinted at because like she found like a note from a previous wife that this guy had, and who we now know was Gemma from the prologue, who she said that she was gonna die. And I'm like, okay, so she's probably dead. Um, I'm guessing Cal probably killed her because she wasn't a good wife or something. And maybe she got pregnant too. And I'm just like, well, what's the difference between her and Mary? Like, why? What happened with Gemma, you know? And I'm kind of scared for Mary because I'm like, based on what happens, before in the last page before part two, something tells me that she's gonna get replaced with a new woman, and she's gonna be offed. Like, I'm scared, but she's like, yes, my plan worked. I'm like, girl, you think he's just gonna break up with you? I think he's fucking gonna kill you at this point. Like, are you joking me? Like, you first of all, he has a slaughter barn, right? For the like deer he hunts. It's locked. And she's never been in there. She can't go in there. I'm like, okay, what if there's just like dead bodies in there? You know what I mean? From his previous wives. And I'm just like, girl, like, are you not picking up what I'm putting down? Like, this guy is like a weirdo and has really weird expectations in 2024 for you to have like 1960s traditional housewife behaviors. And I'm just like, you don't like this guy. He makes you scared and fear for your life, but yet you stay. I guess she doesn't really have anything else. She was waiting for her plan or whatever to work. I still don't really understand why she needed her plan to work out, but I guess it's so that she had a reason to leave. Although I think she already had plenty of reasons to leave. Um, yeah, so I'm like, I know you don't know your way around the woods or whatever, and that civilization is super far away from the cabin. But at this point, man, like, just freaking steal his truck. He has a truck, right? Just steal his car keys and drive away. And I'm just like, what? Like, what is she doing? Like, why is she staying? I guess she doesn't really know what to do because this has been her life for the past 10 years. So I get it. Like, you've been married to this guy for 10 years, but he's abusive. Like, you need to realize that, and you need to get out of there before he kills you. Because I think that's what's going to happen if she stays for any longer. But then he's like getting her paints to color the baby's room. And then like he sometimes was like being all lovey dovey. So it's really weird. I guess he's like kind of like gaslighting her into staying by being nice. But then the second she does something wrong, he gets all mean and aggressive. And he finds enjoyment in that. Like, like it literally says like when she was genuinely afraid, like he had a smile on his face for like a good 10 seconds. and that he was getting pleasure out of her being genuinely scared. Like, hello? You don't see anything wrong with that? Chill. Anyway, so this book is pretty good. I don't think I've ever read a book this enthralling in my life. It is a page turner for real, for real. Like, I am like reading ahead at some points because I want to know what happens. And I'm just like, get to the good stuff, man. I just want to read the good stuff. But it's a really good book. It's actually really fun, and I'm enjoying it a lot. If you couldn't tell, um. So yeah, that's been my day. Um. Tomorrow's the weekend. I'll probably be reading this book some more. Actually, I've never really been this excited to read a book before, which is crazy. Um. But that's good. That's really good. I want to read more books like this. That actually, I want to read more books for the sake of reading. Like I feel like school has ruined books for me. Like books are genuinely amazing and super fun to read if you find an actually good book that isn't like a boring classic that you need to read for school. School makes boring seem like a freaking pain in the ass when in reality reading can be so fun. You just have to find like a really good book like this one. But the books they make you read in school are so boring in comparison. It sucks. And I'm just like, man, imagine how many more people would be reading if we gave them actually interesting books to read and not like boring like Shakespeare, classic literature stuff. Like I get that it's important to read that stuff, but I feel like it's more important to get people to actually enjoy reading than to read like classics. You know what I mean? Like you could still get the purpose and value of modern day books, like contemporary books and stuff. Like there's still really good modern books out there. Why do we have to like I guess it's like so that you get like the history of literature and all that stuff, and so you understand all like the history of all these cliches and tropes and literary terms and all these ideologies that are present in modern day books and literature, and see where it comes from like epics and tragedies and romance, and like what does that mean and all that stuff. So I get that, but why not just put some like fun books in there? You know what I mean? Like I feel like they always pick the most boring ass books to read in school. Like give us something actually interesting. I don't know. I just don't like classic literature. It's so boring. Books like this actually make me want to read. It's crazy. Like I feel like reading was ruined for me at a young age because you're forced to read all these books that you don't want to read. But now I'm rediscovering how much I actually love reading. It's crazy. Like, I never took myself to be a reader until I started reading books that I actually want to read and that I actually enjoy reading. Like, come on. I know I'm an English major, but before, I never read books. Like, I never read books. I didn't like reading books. When I, you know, even when I was, even when I started, taking English and all that stuff, like, even then I didn't really like reading books. Um, but now I'm realizing, like, oh my gosh, books can be amazing. Books are amazing. They're actually really good. They're really good. I just wish I found my love for books earlier because books are amazing. I never thought books could be this enthralling. You know what I mean? Like a good book is life changing. like I like I've never really realized it until now. Like I've heard people say that before, that like a good book can really like affect you, but I never realized it could affect me this much. Like I guess I've never really read a good book before. You know what I mean? Like, now that I think about it, I feel like I'm really lacking in the reading department. There's a lot of books I haven't read. There's a lot of books I haven't read. Um, and that's because reading was ruined for me at a young age because I had to read like boring books that I did not want to read and that had nothing to do with any of my interests, which I feel like is really common in elementary school, high school to, read stuff they don't want to read. And that sucks. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I'm really glad though that I found this book because it's actually a really good book. It actually motivates me to read. So so that's good. And I hope that I can start watching less YouTube and do more reading because it's healthier and better, arguably, than just watching YouTube. So yeah, feeling I'm feeling better. Feeling better about myself because of that. Um, and I want to rediscover what it means to actually like reading and stuff like that. And I feel like it would let me set some better habits for myself as well. You know, I never thought that just reading 1 hour a day could really change me this much, but actually, it's actually a lot. I could do this realistically. Like reading for 1 hour a day, like that's very doable to me at this point. I've done it 2 days in a row. I think I could do it again. Um, so yeah, I'm feeling good. Anyways, that's it for today's vlog. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. See ya.